few weeks of doing that, and then we'll be able to relax into it.
All right, so it should be up on our pages. I don't see it on mine as yet. All right, here we are.
Reminds me of going for a massage.
Let me send you this so that you can use this as well too, because this goes for both of us. So where's it? Oh, I'm trying to find the chat. Hold on.
Stops me looking sometimes.
Private. I feel like this light is hitting my eye.
Yeah, my light's a bit.
All right, I sent it to you on the private chat.
Okay. Oh, I've only got do so here. I don't have the box.
You only have do so here? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why did it come? Hold on. No, the entire thing was. Oh, it didn't send. Hold on. Maybe the chat can't hold all of that.
Yeah.
Let me shoot it to you on Facebook.
Messenger.
All right, I sent it.
Thanks, darling. Carpe. Let's find it now.
Alrighty, so let me close all the applications that I'm not using.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so hey guys, let me see who is here.
Hello, folks.
Facebook user, can you go to the pinned? The link is not. Oh, I forgot to say to take the link outside of Facebook. Ooh, I'm gonna have to edit this. Give me just a minute. So guys, copy and paste the link and take it outside of your Facebook browser. And then once you paste it in your browser, I realize Facebook has been doing that. So let me just quickly edit this link. Hi Vera, hi Des and Levine, how you guys doing? So Indigo, if you do some entertainment, just give me a minute, let me fix this.
I was going to say I'm doing the same. So hello people. Hello people. That's interesting. Yes, we shall have a chat about that. Okay. So I'm just sharing out. Okay, so let's see whether I can find it now. It's a bit of a mystery at the moment. If Lauren's listening, yes, everything's fine.
Yeah, everything is fine, guys. I am just gonna resend these links. All right, let me put one on here, and I have to go over and put it on.
So we want to say.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Facebook's browser, but I figured that out last week. I just forgot to put it in here. So all you have to do is just copy and paste the link. I am gonna put it here again if I can ever find my stream. Or here it is. Alrighty, and let me go and pin this.
We've got 10 people here, so I'll say hello while Loy's doing that. Let's see what we've got. Have I got any comments? Oh, yes, I have. Hello, people. Hello. Hi, Des and Chris Levine. We got Facebook user blank screen, so hopefully you got that fixed. Hi, Pamela McIntosh. Garing. That's pretty cool.
And I'm coming, guys. I'm just doing some techie behind the scenes stuff here so that we can get.
Hi, Vero. Some amazing names here. You've got amazing names. How were you born with such amazing names? So I hope you're having a lovely Friday. I hope everything's going really well for you. We've got a lovely sunny day today, but it's just become overcast in the UK. So when it becomes overcast, it's a little bit muggy, I suppose. I don't know what you call it. Not really gloomy or anything. It's been a nice day. I'm just going to take my plait out because my hair's bothering me.
All right, so I'll pin it there. I need to go back on Facebook and then I'll be done.
Do please share or encourage people to join us because I can't remember where we're streaming from. I think it's from a closed group, isn't it?
No, I'm streaming from my Facebook page, so they can share it from the Facebook page.
Share from there. Okay.
Come on. Ooh. Facebook is being messy today. I don't know why.
No. Melon's just put sent me a message saying last call for $5 a month price from Melon. So I think you had that, didn't you? Bye.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'm trying to get this. Alrighty. Alright, guys. Come on, Facebook. Behave.
Behave, Facebook?
Alright, I'm about to pin it.
Joking. You must be joking.
Alright, guys, so there it is now. Go ahead and I put the instructions there, so make sure that you copy and paste that link and put it in your browser, and then it will work. Once you go ahead and you sign in and you do all of that, then you'll be all right. We'll be able to see your names and your comments. You won't just be Facebook user anymore. It will be a more direct energy. And
it's much better for us.
Thank you all for hanging around while we were. Hi, Facebook user, could you go read the pinned comment so that we can see who you are? You know, we want to personalize it here. We don't want Facebook users, because Facebook user is just 1 out of a billion people. We don't want that. We are all unique, so we want to connect to your direct energy.
Could you share out for me, please? You can share from my page if you're on my page. Hi, Maria. Thank you for being here.
So for some of you, it may work when you hit the Facebook browse, when you just hit that link directly. If it doesn't work like that, just copy and paste the link, put it in your browser.
Watch out, Lloyd's going to set fire to the place.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to. It's hard, you know.
It's got this massive flame. I'll use my blowtorch, and you can use a blowtorch.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm lighting this one. It's a new stick, so it kind of takes a time to get going.
Yeah, I've got one indoors. I've never lit it. I like to use them outdoors. I don't use them indoors to set off the fire alarms, as I've experienced. Hi, Maria. Could you support me at 7:30 on my own show, please, darling, if you're available? And can you let me know also if you've accepted admin on my page? Thank you. Full moon shenanigans.
Hi, Amanda. Facebook user, we have no idea who you are. Could you give Melon permission to display your name and your pic by just going to the link that's pinned in the comments, please? Thank you. We have no idea who you are, Facebook user.
Folks, for Lois, you have to do it again for mine, but you only have to do it once for Lois. I put a bit of green eyeshadow on today. It's just made me look a bit sleepy.
With the smoke,
I'll have
I
to
cleanse
change it
this
later.
place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
Alrighty, so let me see. Hi, Delia. Hi, Pamela. Alrighty, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna put up some, since it's the full moon, happy full worm moon, you soul tribe, and I hope that we're gonna have a wonderful time on here today, giving thanks for this moon that's illuminating anything in our lives that we need to get rid of so that we can manifest the things that are really meant to happen for us. So let's get this full moon party started. So
Yeah, it's a
yes,
worm
it worked,
moon.
Maria.
Watch out,
We are
there's lots
seeing
of
you. We
worms
are
about.
seeing you.
Thank you.
All right,
Oh,
so
you've got
Indigo,
purple
what do we
hair.
want? We need some full moons. So put up some full moons, full moons, full
Yeah,
moons.
you can do full moon emojis, and we'll work with.
Yes,
Oh,
full
you
moon
got Vero's
emojis.
already there. She's already there. Happy full
Uh-huh.
moon. She knew what
All
we were going
right,
to say. Must
so
be psychic. It's a loyal start. I was going to say, someone saying about my green hair and saying that they've got purple hair. I had purple hair before my green hair. But, oh, sorry. That's your smoke. I'm joking. Oh,
hi Facebook
no.
user. I have no idea who you are. Could you see the link that's pinned? It's the first link. As soon as you get on the stream, you'll see it pinned at the top. There are some instructions there. You can either click on that link. If it doesn't work, you copy and paste so I can see who you are. Otherwise, you're just Facebook user to me. Oops. All right, so Vero. Messages for Vero this full moon. Vero's card came right out. So Vero, you have an eclipse in Scorpio. And oh, sorry, why am I saying Scorpio? An eclipse in Leo. And on this card it says compassion and also says shine brightly like the star that you are. So Vero, this is asking you to shine bright. This is the Leo energy. This is the energy of the lion. It is your time to roar. Like you have been behind the shadows for so long. Spirit is saying, listen, it's time to throw that cloak off. Like that cloak off, you're feeling like you're not good enough. You're feeling like, I can't do this. Who am I to achieve this? You can do it if you really want. How badly do you want to do it? Spirit says, it is time to shine. It is your time to shine. You are a star. You are a diamond in the rough, and it is your time to shine. So just go ahead with this full moon. What this is asking you to do, it's asking you to release anything that is standing in your way so that you can shine just like the star that you are. And this card is an eclipse card. And from this deck, eclipse cards represent changing points. Eclipse cards are like, those tower moments that happen so that you can rise anew from the ashes like a phoenix. So whatever is holding you back, let it go. Let it go.
Lovely. All right, let's see what we've got here. So I've got Tarot of the Spirit. I want to just ask Vero if she's happy with me using tarot to start with, please. Can you just confirm that? I know some people have their superstition. Got one that's jumping out of the deck already. So can you let me know if tarot's okay for you, Vero, before I read it for you? Thank you.
Are you guys hearing my music? I am playing some some meditation music here, but since it's the full moon, let me find.
Yeah, cool. So you've got the Nadar, you've got the 5 of Earth. So there's a real need of stability. There's a real need of locking things down. I feel that there's great ideas within your mind of what you want to do and where you want to go. There's someone around you, though, that keeps sort of bringing you back to Earth, as in saying to you that that's what other people do. That's all a dream. That's all a fantasy. A lot of feedback. It's going to be a feedback week. the security of yourself, of your own magical secrets as such, need to be locked down. So it's saying to you not to share everything you feel, experience, and see. This is really important. Within here, we have the 4 directions. But I know for you that the spirit essence is the essence of a traditional understanding of religion. But you're very comfortable with the fact people are using the word spirit, and I feel that's important to say. There is a need here for a level of self-care. There's a need to like pull yourself away from people who really aren't your cheerleaders. They're not supporting you with what you want to do. They're kind of bringing you down with all your ideas and your notions and maybe your designs in life. But I want to say to you, if you work through this, I've got here the energy of Taurus. So this is like not being like they say the bull in the china shop, so not going for it like all guns blazing, but if you go through it slowly and steady and practically, whatever it is that you have in your mindset of doing next will work. Anything that we have our passion and our heart in will work. And me and Loy are proof of that because we both built our business from scratch. What I do want to say though is just with yourself, be mindful who you're sharing things with, including physical space, because there's someone around you that dampens that shine that Loy was talking about. We want the person around you to polish that shine. We want it to make it gleaming and just sparkle out into the universe. 5 of Earth is also to do with connecting you with not only the 4 elements of Earth, um, earth, fire, air, and water, which everything is consisted of. Absolutely everything that we know of consists of one or all of those, or some of those things. But it's also yourself. So it's saying about reconnecting with your understanding of what you believe your life purpose is, reconnecting with your life mission, because I feel mission is really important to say here. Whatever it is you want to do in life, you can do it, but just make sure that, like Loy was saying, about dropping those barriers, but also dropping those things which are causing you self-limiting beliefs. It's really easy to think I can't. Well, actually, if you drop that apostrophe in a T, you absolutely can. Right? Lots of love there, my darling. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the next person. Loy, what are we going to choose?
Mm,
What are we
a
up to?
worm. Give me a worm.
Give
Since
me
it's
a
the
worm.
worm
Worm
moon, there
moon.
is a
Worm moon.
Facebook users, we can see who you are. So you are just a Facebook user to us. I have pinned a link in the comment. It's at the top of the comments. Click on that link. If when you click, you get a blank screen, just come back, copy and paste it, pop it into your browser, refresh your browser, then we will see who you are. Alrighty?
Wonderful. Oh, Maria Eve, well done. Maria found the worm. Thank you,
Alrighty,
Maria.
so Maria.
That looks really funny. It's the funniest emoji I think
Alrighty, so
I've ever
messages
seen.
for, and if you want to be guaranteed a reading, it's a $20 donation. Our links are pinned in the same comment. So that one comment that's pinned at the top, it has the permission link and it has our donation link. So if you want to be guaranteed a reading, if you want to skip the line, and you get 3 cards from the both of us.
Is Bev with us, Maria?
So
Because we can
that's
only read for her with permission. She's asking if Bev can have it.
Bev would have to get on and make a comment, Maria. So you'd have to invite her to join and have her make a comment. Tell her to comment. All right, so messages for who are we reading for now? Maria. All right, so Maria, what's going on? This card is trying to come out. So Maria,
She's sat
you have
with her now. She'll type for her. So we're reading for Bev. Can we just have Bev's typed permission, please? Because I don't want to read for someone without permission. That'd be great. If we can just have a full name for permission, that'd be great, and then we'll move on.
Hi, Malik.
Hiya. Bev
Oh, okay, I
Taylor.
see her. Is
Yeah,
that Bev Taylor?
lovely. Yeah, that's
All
fine. Thank
righty.
you.
All right, Bev. So thank you. We love you for that. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, so messages for Bev. What does Bev need to know? What is
Where is
going on
amazing?
for Bev? What's this full moon illuminating for Bev? What is it showing her to do? All righty, so Bev, you have the sun in Cancer, but I'm also seeing Libra. I'm also seeing the scales. So I'm gonna read intuitively and I'm gonna read the cards. So I'm seeing the scales in my mind. As soon as this card came out, and this is Cancer, the sun in Cancer, and for me, the astrological chart or zodiac signs, Cancer represents the sign of the home and the sign of the heart. Cancer is emotions. It's to me, it's our home base. So it's our friends, our family, the people that mean a lot to us in our lives. And I'm getting that there may be some, something that's kind of unbalanced. There may be some issues going on. But Spirit is saying that action needs to be done. You need to focus on what matters, not what doesn't matter. Spirit is saying, don't give attention to what you don't want. Change your energy, shift your energy. You're focusing too much on the things that no matter, the little things, like, you see, at the end of the day, look at it at the end of the day, 6 months down the line. Will this matter? Even 6 days, 6 hours from now, how will this matter in my life 6 hours from now? Is it helping to improve my life? Is it driving me in the direction of my dreams, of what I want to go? Or is it going to take me further away from what I want? But Spirit is saying, focus. Here you have a sun card. The sun in Cancer, and the sun, it's an action card in this deck. So it's a card that's saying, this is what you need to do. Now I told you in my mind, I'm seeing the scales, and the scales represent Libra. And with the scales, I'm seeing hearts as well. So these hearts, they represent harmony, coming together. And typically when I think of Libra, and I think of, it's either the scales or the swans. You know how in love they have the swans entwined like this on that nice lake thingy? That is what I'm seeing. So Spirit is saying there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance. But in order for this balance to come around, you have to focus on what matters and leave the rest behind. That is what I have for you. I turn you over to Indigo.
Lovely. So the lovely Bev. All right, let's add
Hi,
on to
Martini. Yeah,
Lloyd.
we're seeing you. Hi, come on.
Hiya. So we've got brother and water. Okay, but I don't feel it's
Pamela, you want to
necessarily.
donate or you donate?
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
feel it's
Pamela.
necessarily about. Am I talking? I don't know what's going
Oh,
on.
yeah, go ahead.
um, I don't feel it's necessarily about brother here, my love, but I do know there's a gentleman that's ascended into the world of spirit. Now, why I'm saying descended, there might be some feeling around you that you feel that this person's um, in some kind of purgatory or in some kind of middle space. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. There's a real feeling of relief. There's a real feeling of lightenness, and there's a connection here with the Virgo and the Libra within the card. So the Libra, which I think Lloyd mentioned earlier, is to do with the balance, the scales of balance. And the Virgo is this kind of need of, now I'm Virgo, I've even got a mug that says it. But it's this need of everything being as they wanted it to be. And there's a real frustration around this gentleman, um, real frustration around this gentleman that he couldn't do what he wanted to do. And I know it caused a disharmony, and I know there were words that were said which weren't meant. And I want to say to Bev that the love never went and the love's never going. I'm seeing a family tree. There's something about either you have done or you will pull together a family tree, and it's like a memory tree. It's like a really lovely thing to have in your home, um, honoring those that were before. And that's really important to say, the ancestors that were before. Sometimes you feel that you should go visit somewhere special between you, but he's just wanting to say to you, my love, that everywhere is special, because the connection you have is within the heart, not within the earth. Okay, that's important to say. I'm going to leave you with that, but I'm also going to say, be gentle with yourself, express how you feel. And I would love, 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 love Maria to get some paints or some pens out and do some sort of creative art with you, because I feel that will really, really help. Even if it's working on a manifestation board or visualization board of what you want to come into your world and how you want to change your world. We've just gone through the full moon period, and like Lois said, it's the time for change, especially because it's spring, folks. So we're coming into the east part of the medicine wheel. We're coming into the position of new beginnings, right? Lots and lots of love. Thank you very,
I
very
want to
much.
address a comment. So I see Facebook user, I don't know who you are, and I'm going to address your comment and I'm going to explain something. But if you could just go to the pinned link that's in the comment, hit it. If you get a blank screen, come back out, copy and paste it, drop it in your browser that's on your phone or your computer, then refresh, get back on the live stream, we'll see who you are. Facebook user, that is what I always talk about, Cledons. So our innocent oracles. Now, Cledon, this is a word from ancient Greece where, the people would pray to Jupiter, Athena, whoever they prayed to. And then they would go about on their day and they would be very mindful and they would look for signs. They would look for signs in the wind. They would look for signs in the animals. They would listen to things people are saying. And it's the same thing here. You may get on here and, you may not be chosen for a reading. You may not be able to get a reading, but you know what? You still get a reading in a roundabout way, because while we are reading for somebody else, it resonates so much with you that is a direct message from your ancestors. That is how the spirit world works. It's never a straight line. Remember,
yeah, we always we need to know that spirit are intelligence. It really is. When you do a Facebook quiz on your phone and then it brings through the message you needed in that moment, it's not the algorithms. That is someone out there going, you needed to see that. When you have a post coming up with a loved one you're missing in that moment and they suddenly turn up in your posts, it's all, sorry, that's my silly alarm from about 3 years ago. It's all a case of it's orchestrated from there. And not this week, but last week I did crystal ball readings. My client actually sent me a screenshot and her mother's image was in the crystal ball. So it really is important to understand it's not necessarily who we're reading for or what we're reading, it's all the intelligence of spirit coming in play. All right, thank you. So Maria said she's got tears in her eyes. I just want to give a huge shout out to Maria because she's designed a lot of my caricatures, all of my caricatures except for one that Andy did ages ago. I need to use Andy's actually as well. But Maria, thank you so much for helping me with my business, and thank you for being admin. I appreciate you, and thank you for giving it to Beth.
Hi, Ivy. Facebook user, the comment, it's pinned at the top of the stream. As soon as you hit the stream, you'll see it's a pinned comment. It's right there under the video, under our live video right now. Yeah. It's right there. So that's the link. Alrighty, so somebody donated, Pamela, I think. So Pamela, we are going. Do you have a specific topic, or do you want us to see what the universe has for you? Let us know what you want.
See what's in store. Oh, look, my rose.
Let us know. Let us know. So Facebook user, can you please go see the link that's pinned in the comments? It's right underneath our stream. Hit that melon link that's in it. If it gives you a blank screen, you come back out, you copy and you paste. Put it in your browser, copy and paste it in your browser, give Melon permission, refresh, then we can see who you are. Otherwise, we have no idea who you are. All right, so she wants to say,
if you don't do it, we'll just ask you to do it every week, so it'll get really boring.
And guess what? It's the one, you see, after that, you never have to do that again. Once you give it permission, we'll always see you. So it's not like you're going to do this every week. But
favorite readings. I love reading business. Love it. Spiritual journey and business, the best readings.
All right, so messages for Pamela. Pamela wants business. Tell me about her business, Spirit. Tell me what's coming up. Business. Alrighty.
A lot of stress from it.
So Pamela, I'm using 3 different decks for you. I am using my Zodiac Moon and my 2 Moonology decks, the regular Moonology and then Moonology Manifestation. Oops. Let me grab the other deck.
Yeah, we can see you, Malik. We can see your comments. And we can see Patty. Hi, Patty.
Some messages for Pamela.
I don't know if Patty was the one who was facing you.
Tell me about her business. What do I need to tell her? Alrighty. Pamela, let me turn some of these things, a lot of cards fill out for you. So let me just take a look at everything and tell you what I'm seeing here. Alrighty, so Pamela, your business, you're having a few issues, like finance-wise, money-wise. Like I'm seeing where, you're having financial constraints, you're having financial struggles. Things aren't happening the way that it's almost like you had a goal in your mind and you've not been meeting that goal. You've been like sort of missing that goal and you're kind of worried, so to say, because here you have the first card I'm gonna give you is the Sun in Taurus, and it says on here practicalities. So at this point in time, Spirit is saying, like it means you may need to craft another budget. I don't know if you do a budget, but you may need to craft up another budget. You may need to see where you can start saving, where you can start cutting corners. Like Spirit is saying, cut out what's not necessary. Right now, take a look at your life and see what's necessary and see what's not. Get rid of what's not necessary. Are there things that you have going on in the background? I'm hearing subscriptions. So Spirit is saying, check your bank account, check your subscriptions. You may have things going on that you're not using that you can free up. So right now is a time to be practical, and it is a time to budget. But all of this that is going on, you're in an awakening phase. Because here you have the eclipse in Aquarius. And the eclipse in Aquarius is about an awakening. So you're going through a learning period. It's like you're being initiated, you're awakened, you're seeing things from a different perspective. Like life is taking a different turn for you. It's all about pivoting. You're kind of in that pivoting stage right now. That's the stage you're in. You're in that pivoting stage where you're pivoting from one thing to the other. So for now, this is what you need to do. You need to relax. This is just like the speak here where this person's just sitting there meditating. Spirit is saying that for now, you just need to relax. And look at this now. Come over here to the Moonology deck, and you have this card here. The Cosmic Moon, a time for healing. So when the Cosmic Moon comes up, it's healing. It's saying retreat, rest, meditate, like connect to your higher source, connect to your higher self, connect to your higher power. It is that time for you. Like use this phase of the moon. But I'll show you something. So look, you see how much purple is here, and you guys know I read color. This is transformation. But also there's this earthly part, the practicality. So there's a lot of transformation going on. And with Taurus too, sometimes our heads is in the clouds, like a lot is going on up there. But Spirit is saying be practical at the same time. So it means dream, have your head in the clouds, but have your feet firmly planted on the ground. And let this healing occur. Transformation again is going on in your life. And at times transformation hurts when we hold on, when we try to control the outcome of things, when we don't let go, we don't let things flow. So this is saying, just let go. I'm hearing this Tony Braxton song, let go, let it go, let it go, let it flow. Sometimes things don't work out right, but you know what? It's all right. It is all right. Then I have another message here for you. You're worried about you and your loved ones, and Spirit is saying they're safe. The new moon in Cancer, a new start is coming. So whatever you let go, every ending means a new beginning. So whatever you're worried about your family, listen, honey, it's all gonna be all right. It is gonna be all right. Things are gonna be all right. Then Spirit is saying to let your fears dissolve. You have the full moon in Cancer, another Cancer card. Looky here. So show you this. And this is so crazy. I'll show you the backs of the cards so you can see it's two different decks. And look at the messages here. So you have the first one I gave you was a new moon in Cancer. Then you have the full moon in Cancer. Full moons are about letting go. So Spirit is here now. You are being told to let your fears dissolve. Whatever fears you have around this situation, let it go, let it dissolve. Give it to Spirit. Why worry when you can pray? You know that instead of worrying, you pray and then you take practical steps. You do your best every day, but you keep praying. Just as how you know that the prayer is the faith part, and then you do the work part. So Spirit is saying, let your fears dissolve. Whatever fears you have around your family, let it dissolve. Let them go, because everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna work out well for you. I'm gonna finish you with these two cards because, like I said, these fell out the deck, so I'm just giving them to you. Here now you have the sun in Leo and the new moon in Virgo. So this is about the meditating part. This is the healing, I tell you. You see this balsamic moon that talks about the healing? This is the healing that's going on, all this. But I feel like you need nature. I feel like you need to, I don't know if you live in the city, but I feel like you spend a lot of time indoors and you need to go out in nature to reconnect, to, get that healing essence that you need. Go out in nature for that. This new moon in Virgo, it represents again a new start. And it says on this, trust that all will be well. Spirit is saying all you need to do is trust. Just trust that all will be well. Once you do your part, it says that some people say we create our reality. I prefer to say we co-create our reality. Why? Because our reality is created in two parts. We do our part and spirit does its part. We create our reality when we try to control all of it. We can't. So what we do is we control the things that we can. We do the work. We do what we can do. And then we leave the outcome up to spirit. We leave the form up to spirit. So spirit is saying, trust that all will be well. And look how you're going to end out here. Look at your final card. Oh, sorry, I have it in reverse. The sun in Leo, a time of celebration and success. So, after all this, all the changes, all the pivoting, all the ups and the downs, your success is sure to come. And the sun in Leo, this is an action. This is an action card, and this is the Leo energy of, the summertime and everything is going well and the sunflowers are blooming and you are happy. That is what this is talking about. But I'll tell you this. Life is not a destination, it's a journey. Learn to be happy in the here and the now. You see this joy here, you're calling it into you. You are going to manifest this joy. You're going to create this joy. You're going to take the practical steps now to build that joy, to have that joy. But guess what? You have to be joyful in the present minute. So I always say, even if you're down in the valley where you're facing the mud, still give thanks. Why? You can draw breath. You still, you're still alive. Give thanks. And the more you give thanks, is the more like you are going to appreciate where you're at. I'm not saying you're going to do spiritual bypassing and just be love and light and give thanks. You're going to see where you're at. You're going to take steps. But at the same time, you're going to be thankful for a greater future that's coming for you. So, give thanks now. Enjoy the journey now. Don't wait until you're at the end of the journey to enjoy the journey. Start enjoying the journey now. That's what I leave you with. If I get anything else, I will tell you, but I turn you over to Indigo, and I hope that resonated.
So I want to start, Pamela, by saying that there is something straight away in my mind when you were saying about business and this reassessment of business. Now, this happens within a personal business or a large scale business. You're always reassessing. My favorite word for it is Kaizen, which means change is good. Sometimes we get a bit derailed, and sometimes we get a bit derailed by the feeling of obligation. And this is why I want to give you, because it feels like to me either your own family or an extended, like someone else's family has got involved in this business, and it feels like it wasn't held in a business fashion. There was something that wasn't being dealt with in the way it should be. I do also want to say that I suspect you're within my mind that your supply chain has become either more expensive or quite awkward in some way, and it's all about looking around the corner. So part of the worm moon that we've just gone through, because I've just done my moon magic last night, part of it is
It's for us
understanding your
tonight.
worm. Yeah,
We are
we did it last
tonight.
night. So yeah, it's first last night, first thing morning here, but you tonight, because we're all in different times, difficult times. Oh my goodness, that was a spiritual slip.
Different
Different
hemispheres.
times. So what I'm saying to you is, like a worm, if it comes across an obstacle, it doesn't go, oh no, I'll go back where I came. It finds a way around. When we come across the path of adversity, not only do we need to sort of take it as best we can without the stress, because I feel that stress can be a bit of a trigger for you. So you need to really be very mindful on how you're looking after yourself outside the workplace. I feel you're quite like me and you find it quite hard to switch off from your business. And it's really important that we both allow this period of time. And just turning the electronics off is quite a big thing nowadays. So turning those off for a few hours or even a day would help in this situation. I'm going to turn you some cards as well. But I want to say to you, it's really important. If my family, my friends ask for a reading, I send them to my booking system. Now I will give them more or I'll give them discount, but I can't mix business and pleasure. You just can't. You can make your business a pleasure, which I'm sure me and Loy have done, but for you to keep afloat and for us to keep afloat, we need to make sure there's that fair exchange, and that's really important. Okay, you're thinking of starting a new business. Okay, well,
Yeah,
if
the
I
pivot.
yeah, I was going to say, if that's where you're going, but maybe you're thinking about employing people you know or connecting with people you know. Be mindful that it can cause trouble. It can be a blessing. I've employed my friends in a workplace. It's been an absolute nightmare, because it became from something that was professional to something that was personal, and then it affects the profession. So be very mindful of that, very mindful of that. Now the two of earth has come up with the cause and effect, so we've got the figure of 8 here. So I want to say to you, the biggest part of manifestation in my understanding is what you feel inside becomes outside. So if we wake up and we feel like, oh, this day's really heavy and really like ugh, well, the first thing I'll do is I'll put some music on, I'll have a dance in the living room, I'll go for a walk. You need to do something to change that energy around you. What we need to do is we need to have that can attitude, and I will. And now will is a spell. Willing is a spell. So saying I will be a famous psychic medium, or I will be a catering business that takes over the whole of New York, whatever it is you want to do, will it. Put your effort behind it, put your heart behind it. Anyone who puts their real, true heart and emotion into what they do as a business, it will always work. Now, you might need to get some coaching about how to upscale, or you might want to get some coaching about how to grow your business, but that's something you do after you've started. The beginning of any business is a slow burner. Any business. When I was doing my study of my silversmithing and jewelry, they told us 3 years of hard work before you actually earn anything, because you need to build up your clientele, you need to build up your connections, you need to build up your supply system, and also your own branding, because branding is really important in this day and age. People don't just walk down the high street and look for a blacksmith or look for a jeweler. You know, everyone's looking on the internet or looking in local publications. So 6 of earth we've got here for beauty. So I don't know whether it's something around beauty, but there's definitely a lot of color around you, Pamela. Work with the power of color. Now, Loy mentioned earlier about working with color. There's loads of different ways you can. There's psychology of color. There's the spirituality of color. There's the color that connects to healing and chakras. There's the color that represents things you know in your own life. And there's also color which can bring in personal power. I wear red quite a lot because red is a really lovely, powerful color for confidence. If I'm feeling a bit subdued, I might put yellow on to bring myself up for the day. So consider the power of color. That's really, really important here. There's something about a rainbow that's important to your business as well. So I don't know whether this is a supply chain or your own business, but consider the motif of a rainbow. We've got writing or we've got drawing here. So this is about contract for me in this moment, is to do with making really sensible decisions on what you're signing, because what you're signing into is going to be a long term situation. It's not short term. Okay. Now, there's something that you're feeling like, I need to speculate to accumulate. Absolutely, you do. You really do. But research well first. Research well. You got your head on your shoulders, though. I don't feel it's going to be any issue whatsoever. Now, this is interesting. We've got the Five of Water here, which is the Five of Cups, which is to do with there is a bit more of a balance needed of your emotion around this situation compared to your sort of grounded business nonce. So it's a case of there's something in the emotion of how it makes you feel unsettled, how it makes you feel stressed, and that might be around the need of walking, meditation, mindfulness, all those things we can do. EFT, emotional freedom technique, known as tapping in America. All of these things can help you. Part of your personal business, part of your, even if it's a huge business, is looking after the number one. You have to look after yourself. You have to have firm and healthy roots into the ground before you start branching out to other places. So if that part of your business model is starting off as one person and then franchising, absolutely brilliant. But I would say focus on, well, my spirit guide, I'll explain to you. My spirit guide came to me, Eleanora Deuce, she's a Victorian actress. I've got a few people who work with me. She works with me in trance, and she came to me in a visualization and she gave me a pure gold Fabergé egg. And I was like, oh, I love Fabergé. I think it's incredible. It's the most amazing art. If you ever look into it, it's just incredible. And I was like, oh, but it's a plain one. And she said to me, yes, you need to perfect your craft before you embellish it. And that's what I want to give to you. Perfect your business. And perfect isn't a real thing, but make your business as best as you can, um, and embellish it, make it bigger, grow it, expand it when you've got that thing well crafted. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. I hope that makes some
Can
sense.
I say, Indigo, you're saying that, and I'm gonna, for all my Jamaicans who are on here, I'm gonna drop a little bit of my culture into this.
Go on, do
So,
it.
what you just said to her about the Fabergé egg, this is like the same message. I'll tell you guys how the same message translates cultures, and people have, people say it different, and it's the same thing even with something I try to preach is that, to me, how what you have one deity in this religion. It's the same. It's whoever you connect with. It doesn't matter. Lines cross.
Mm.
So what you just said, Indigo, about perfecting the craft before you put it out there. My grandma always used to tell me, learn to dance in my yard before me go abroad. Meaning, dance at home first and perfect my dancing before I go show off. So she always says, anything you're gonna go out into the public with, make sure that you spend the time on it. You perfect it at home before you go show it off in the public, else it will fail. And then you're gonna feel, you're gonna feel
And
disappointed.
I mean, the other thing with failing is a learning, and we have to take that in business.
Mm-hmm.
I've accidentally made bad decisions throughout my business, but I feel that some of those bad decisions lead you to where you are. And like, I was on Sky TV for about a year, and I left, and I didn't know whether I should have left or not, because for my career, it's probably not the best move. I'm now back with them. I'm back with them next month. So sometimes we have to understand we need to follow how we feel. My stress levels, my overwhelm was so high because I was working a part-time job, building my business, working for a television studio and working for another online TV studio. and I just had too much going on. But because I left it with no burnt bridges, they're absolutely over the moon for me to come back. And I'm coming back when it's on the web. So now it will be on YouTube, it'll be on the web. I don't have to drive 3.5 hours. I don't have to stay away from my family. I just walk 2-3 foot out the back door to my studio, and then I go 2-3 foot back into my house. So
That's
there
why
you
life
go.
is a
Everything
spiral.
has perfect divine timing. It's just to do with patience.
Everything
Follow the
always
heart.
works out as it should.
Follow the heart. Yeah, I'm
Alrighty,
excited.
so let us move on. Guys, if you want to be guaranteed a reading, if you want to skip the wait, and you want to get more than one card from each of us, it's a $20 donation. Our links are pinned below. So
Thank
what do
you.
we want now? Give me a sunflower.
I
I
was
want
going
a
to say,
sun.
Pamela, take some notes there, because it's hard to take it all in, but you can watch it later and take some notes, because there'll be some little special moments in there, I can promise you.
So sunflower, sunflower, sunflower. Give me a sunflower.
And sunflower is the national flower of Ukraine, so there
Oh
you go.
yes. All right. So
We got Moist Sweet.
Facebook user, we don't know who you are. Can you please go to the pinned link that's in the comments? And
so Malik was saying earlier that I read them tea leaves in Western Supermare. That must be like 5-6 years ago. Lovely to meet you again. I'm so sorry I don't recognize your energy or your face in this moment, but I might do as we keep going. But it's lovely to have you here, and do follow me on Indigo's Oracle, because I've got lots going on. Not tea leaf reading at the moment, because yeah, I'm not doing that in person at the moment. I might do next year, or I might do later on this year. I haven't decided. Have not decided. But I wanted to say, in Bristol we say sweet. And every time I say that, I'm sweet, I want to go moist.
our messages from oops.
Sweet.
My sweet, why the cards are going all over the place for you. My sweet, a lot of anxiety going on for you, hon. Because I'm trying to shuffle for you and your cards just keep diggity, they keep going everywhere. And this card came out. This card came out twice for you. It flipped out the deck. For some reason, I put it back in and it came out again. So I know this is a message for you. After a couple of shuffles and doing all of that flipping. So right now, you have the Sun in Cancer card here, and it says the home. And for right now, I'm getting, even though this is saying home, and this is saying, focus on your home and your love, I'm feeling like this is more of an inward focus. This is more of self-love, self-care. Like this focus here, Spirit is saying, build what you want. Like, build what you want, start building what you want, start crafting what you want, and then it's going to attract the right person. It's all about attraction. It's all about vibration, like, vibrations. So Spirit is saying, focus on the home that you want. Focus on the type of, how you want your home environment to feel. Focus upon, start with those that are in it at this moment and craft it from that. Like, whatever you want outside of yourself, give yourself that. Give it to yourself first. I'm going to turn you over to Indigo. That is what I'm getting for you right now. I feel like I should pull you another card. But there's a lot of confusion going on though, because I feel like you're thinking and sometimes you may find yourself getting spaced out a bit when you're thinking. Like you'll be thinking about something and you get so deep in thought where it's kind of like you just kind of space out a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm getting that may be happening with you.
All right, my sweet, what I would say to you from the beginning is I feel that some of the advice you've had in the past possibly hasn't been actioned on, because the feeling I get is this, should I or shouldn't I? I'm stuck. But I feel that this is a repeated situation, right? Cause and effect means if you do not change the reaction to the action, nothing changes. You are needing to be the change that you wish in your world. If you want more passion, be more passionate. If you want more love, be more loving. If you want better communication, communicate better. If you want to go out, go out. You know, if you want to go out with a partner, go out and say, we're going. Yeah. It's about taking action. It's about taking the bull by the horns. And if you're feeling like you want to have a new partner, make it clear to the universe that you're not going back to an old partner, or you're not thinking of an old partner. Okay. It's important to say. We've got the eye of fire for you, my love. It's like a little hot air balloon. Isn't it cute? We've got the star above there, and we've got all these wands here, which are taking you away. You can see you're going over the mountain tops. Now we've got lots of lovely little symbols in here, which I'm going to have a look at in a second. So we've got the little crescent moon. We've also got a symbol, I believe, for Sagittarius. Not that I know what Sagittariuses are like at all, but there's this whirlwind in between. There's like this feeling of everything's like stuck in this whirlwind, and I don't know how to stop it. All right. If you want more peace, bring more peace into your world. Tell people, no, thank you. No, I don't want that. I'm having some time out on my own. Do what I do. Go and sit by a river somewhere for half an hour, just ignoring the world and just in your own headspace, because that will help you with the grounding that Loy was mentioning. Within this looks to me like licorice straws. So I want to bring you back to a playfulness. I want to bring you back to the taste of licorice, but it's not the red licorice. This is real licorice. This is the licorice root I can now taste as I'm working with you here. The star is above here, so there's definitely what you want is achievable. But it's like every time you start going towards it, you have this fear situation come in and you start stepping backwards. If we go back into the world we were in before, nothing changes. It's time to step out of that and move forward. All right, going to leave you with that, and let's move on with one more, I think, Loy, because I've got to show myself later and I need to have a bit of a spruce up. I'm feeling a bit tired.
All right, what symbol? You choose a symbol this time. You were saying something about purple.
Saying about?
You chose the symbol. You were saying something about purple. I don't know what.
Did I? Purple?
Choose a you. You tell us what.
Yeah. Let's find a monkey. Let's find a monkey.
I haven't heard Baby Shark in forever. I haven't heard Baby Shark in forever. Facebook user, we have no idea who you are. Can you please go to the comment?
Monkey.
Facebook user, we don't know who you are. We won't know who we are reading for. So in order to get a reading, guys, you have to...
I think we should have a rule that, you know, we need to see their names, really, because we don't have their permission otherwise.
So we need to be able to see your name. So Malik.
It's gone over to Loy. That's a shame. If I could pass it to you, that would have been really quite cool.
Sarah Morin, it's not showing because you have to go to the link that's in the first comment. You're in the group, but no, our streaming software that we are using, it doesn't allow us to see your name unless you give them permission. So there's a comment that's pinned to the top. It's right under the stream. There's a link in there. You hit that link. If it gives you a blank screen, you copy and paste it into your browser. Give Melon permission so that we can see your name and your comment. And this is because we are international. So we multicast to multiple places. So right now we are here, and we are casting to my page, my group, Indigo's page, Indigo's group. So we are all over. So we have to use a streaming software. We can't use Facebook software for that.
And Facebook software is rubbish.
Yeah, it's nonsense. You know, Facebook software, we wouldn't be able to have all these cute little things. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Sarah, let us clap for you. Hold on. See, let us clap for Sarah. Sarah is gonna go and do the verification, the permission from Melon, and then we're gonna give her an ear horn. Facebook doesn't allow us to do that. It doesn't allow us to have your name on the screen and our names and like all these cute little things. Facebook doesn't.
Oh, Melon is super cool. It is super cool.
The
So
only thing they didn't have that we were a little bit aggravated about was this, where we can see your names if you're in a
and I know they
Facebook group.
fixed it.
They fixed it, I know.
I got to sort it out for my show later, but I think it'll probably be next week now because I'm too tired to sort
And
it.
for what are we're on their promotion, right? What are we getting all of this? Melon should pay us to promote.
Yeah, yeah.
Because here we are promoting their stuff. And right now, all
good.
these features that we have, it's what,
You have got the
$5
very
US a
thing in the
month?
corner though. You don't need that.
Mm?
You've got Powered by Melon. I don't have that on my screen when I'm working.
No, I can take it off. Sorry, that's just me being lazy. I need to update
it. That's what I thought you were talking about. I was going to say you're giving them quite a large advertising space.
Yeah, I need to go update it. Like every time I get on, it's always telling me, change to your avatar, update it right there to change, but I haven't gotten to that as yet.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so Malik, let us see what messages are here for Malik. Oh, so Malik, you have a super moon. So I'm getting with this is like, as it says on here, emotions are running high. So right now at this moment, I'm feeling like, it's a tense situation. There's a situation going on around you where it's like, it's about to burst. And what this means is that people may say things out of aggression that they really like. Sometimes you don't really say something because you're in the heat of the moment. You just blurt it out and then it comes out and then the damage is done. And then you spend all this time trying to kind of fix, kind of repairing the situation. Right now, this card is letting you know that, just be mindful. It's a full moon. And so with full moons, it brings out, it brings up things that need to be healed. Be mindful and of like people saying things. It's not an attack on you. It is not directly at you. It is just, I wouldn't want to say projecting, but just things that need to be healed. So don't get drawn into any drama. Don't get drawn into like any sort of dramatic kind of situation, any arguments, anything like that. Send it love and light. Take a deep breath, walk away from it. And also don't respond in a hurry. So like anything that you're going to be responding to at this point in time, kind of be aware of the heightened emotions and don't just go be like a bull in a china shop, smashing all over the place. That is what I leave you with.
Ooh. I almost trashed my laptop and my cards then. That would have been pretty magical. Okay, let's see what we got for Malik. Okay. All right. So I got the Ten of Fire and I've got the Cage. So there's a real feeling of feeling trapped in a situation, possibly feeling trapped in emotion. But if you look into this card, Malik, we've not only got the horses, which are there, you've got a dark horse, a brown horse, and a white horse that's there to give you the strength to get through this. But we've also got an ejection button right at the top. We've got that lovely triangle that's just saying to you, get on out, because there's a real feeling of disharmony. There's a real feeling of being uncomfortable. I don't know if this is in work or in your home or where you're living, but what I will tell you, and I know this for a fact, when you go down that spiritual path, if something's not serving you or suiting you or not right for you in that moment, you will be pushed away from it. This feeling of feeling trapped, of feeling oppressed, of feeling that you can't really be true to who you are is part of this push journey. There's something you've been saying for some time, you're going to change, you're going to move on with, you're going to do something different, but you keep holding back through the fear of what's next. Work situation, thank you. I feel there's a lot of tongues wagging. There's not a very kind place to be. So look at what you do. I don't know in this moment what you do, but look at what you do. See if you can sidestep, see if you can change department, see if you can just change location. And if you can't do that, look into how you can sidestep into a similar business or something to tick over the time before, while you're realizing what you want to do. Because part of it, Malik, is that what you're up to right now, you might have wanted to do 5 years ago or 4 years ago, whenever, but you don't want to do now. We change. I did a degree in silversmithing and jewelry. I still love my silversmithing. I still love jewelry, but I'm a psychic medium as my career. Things change and allow them to change. There is something about retraining. So maybe there's something about going back into some kind of schooling, or going back into some kind of environment where you're learning to teach, I'm being told. So I don't know what you'd like to teach, but I feel that that's really important. I feel it's about um, walking your talk, walking your talk. When we're saying to the universe, we're saying, oh, I really want this and I really want that. And then they start shutting doors in your life and opening new ones. But we're going, but I'm not ready to move forward. You've really got to take that leap of faith. Be practical, because we have to earn a living. But the time I got depressed from my work was the only time I was ready to leave my work. I should have left. Well, I shouldn't have left ages ago, because it was perfect timing. And I was terrified. I was quite terrified of being self-employed, and it still is a journey. But I'm just every week putting the trust in, and by Wednesday I'm like, oh, I've got no clients. Thursday, Friday it's hugely busy, and then the beginning of the week is again. So it's a case of like, go with where you feel drawn, but it's time to move on. Time to move on. I want to integrate spirituality and mental health into my career. That's fantastic. You will need the qualifications for the mental health. The spirituality side of it, you can self-teach or work in a circle. But yeah, I'd love to know what your plans are with that. It sounds really interesting, but we'll save that for another conversation. Do keep in touch. It's lovely to see you again here. Thank you. Did we have that lady pop back? Or is she gone?
I guess she's gone.
Okay, just one more then, Loy. You say a mental health social worker. I had a feeling you were working in care of some form, but I didn't know which. But you will have a very, very firm boundary that you can't use your spirituality within that remit. So you need to consider how you can move on from there. Thank you
But
very
I'll
much.
tell you this, Malik, before you go, everything that happens, everything I'd say, there's
It
always some
learns.
sort of reasoning to it. You see,
Yeah.
spirituality, understanding mental health, it is going to help you. It is going to help you with your spirituality. I'll tell you that
Mm.
angle of your life, you're going to see over the years how it comes into play with helping you to understand people from a spiritual perspective. It's all
I,
tied in.
I
The
was
tree
going to
of
say,
life.
I think like your entire life experience ties into your spirituality. So I remember really vividly being quite cross with myself that I didn't start till my mid late 20s doing my development in psychic, my 30s doing mediumship, or coming into 30s. Um, but then I look back and I look at the things I've experienced and the people I've experienced, and things like, I remember so vividly when I was working in Harrods in London, I remember the 9/11 attack, and everyone was talking in the building because Harrods is huge. And I remember going upstairs, and I remember seeing in the video room, it was across all the TVs in the not the video room, TV room, all the posh TVs had this news on. And it's things like that that don't seem particularly, I mean, obviously it's very emotional, but that's the sort of thing as a medium, that if you're being brought that information, they would now show me that moment. So everything you do is part of your journey, and never regret where you've been, never regret who you are. Just live in the present is important, as Loy was saying earlier. So one more, Loy, what do you want to choose? What symbol?
Brittany has been commenting, so I think
Yeah,
we are gonna give her a
go
free
for
card.
Brittany. Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling like we have
Yeah,
some
you
guidance
you
for
go.
her.
You go.
All right, so
And
Brittany,
last
what
one,
messages
folks.
are
Thank you
here for
so much for
Brittany?
watching. We'll be back on Wednesday, and you can follow myself and Indigo's Oracle, and Loy, the Divine Alchemist, and she's also got a group that I'm sure she's got pinned somewhere that you can join. I can never remember the name
And
of your group.
unfortunately today I don't have my group link anywhere. I
Okay,
always forget
we'll
about
say what
that.
your group is. I just never remember the
My
real
group is the
name.
Soul Centered Collective.
Soul
The
Centered
Soul
Collective.
Centered Collective, the only Soul Centered Collective on Facebook.
You
But
did
so
well with
if
that,
you
because lots of people have got the same group name. I don't know how they've done it. You know, try and find someone. It's like there's a million groups of the same name. How have they got the same name? Daft, really. But
all
anyway,
right, so Brittany, you have the sun in
thank you, Marianne.
Aquarius. And Aquarius, it says here, opportunity, readiness for a change. There's a change you've been asking for. There's a change you've been hoping for. This change is around the corner. But the question I'm here to ask you today, how ready are you for that change? You're letting things derail you. You're letting minor things affect the major things. You're letting the minute little details, you're letting things, get to you. I get that you're probably in this phase. You faced a loss. You have faced a loss that has rocked and has shifted your world, but in every loss, there is a message. And understand that with every loss, it brings a new beginning. When losses come, when things like that, and this is a heavy loss. And when things like this happen, it shakes our lives up. But at the same time, if we ride that wind of change, if we go with if we roll with the punches, as they say, if we ride that wind of change, it can take us some far places. We can use whatever happened, whatever rocked our world, we can learn from that and build something. And I'm getting this loss. It's a person. And don't grieve like you're hopeless. I'm hearing that to tell you. I don't mean it to be so harsh, but I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. Like, yeah, you're grieving, but life goes on. There is still hope. Like, it is okay to grieve, but don't let it wallow you. Don't let it take you over. Like, if you stay with your head down like this for too long, all you're gonna see is the view from down there. You'll never see what's ahead of you. You're never gonna see the magnificent sunrise that happened, the sunsets, the sky changing shades. You're never gonna see that. All you're gonna be doing is looking down. So Spirit is saying opportunities. This card, I got this card for you, the sun in Aquarius, but for some reason, Spirit is even showing me this card. I have my heart tarot deck. There's a green card in it with a man on a railing and he has his head down like this. And that is what Spirit is showing me. There's opportunities knocking, opportunities coming your way, a change is coming. But it's like you're so scared of most of the time we are scared of what can go wrong. You are scared of what can go right. Like you're scared beyond your wildest imagination that what if this really works out? Like you want this change, but you fear the change at the same time. And for your fear, like I say, it is not a fear. Like your mind is actually thinking that, you see that you have a shot of pulling this off and then you get scared. You're getting scared of yourself. You are getting scared of yourself and your power and your potential. And this person is doing like this. This energy that I'm feeling, they're doing like this. They're looking at you and they're doing like this. So I don't know if that means anything to you. I turn you over to Indigo.
All right. So interestingly, we've got the word resurrection here. We've got these characters that are holding you up. So it's interesting that Lois sort of said someone's there telling you that, no, you don't. You get on with it. You get on with it. The rainbow is here. Now, I want to say to you that I have never lost my mother to the world of spirit. And the day I do, you will see a different face on this Indigo, yeah? And I will need all your help and I will ask all your help because I really will need it. We are so used to those people being there all the time. We're so used to phoning if we need help, if we need like help with the children or help
Like a
with
void. It
our
creates a void.
lifestyle. They're our brick, they're our foundation. And the shock of someone passing without having any anticipation it's going to happen, I think sometimes is worse than knowing someone's going to pass away. When they pass away, I don't mean that because I don't use that. In fact, the energy when I'm saying that is so wrong. They
I said transition.
transition, they transmute. Because energy doesn't die, energy changes. It's a
That
law
seems
of
too final
science.
for me.
It's an absolute law of science. So there's a feeling that you feel that you should have got better care. You should have got better. There should have been something found out before this lady had this situation occur. It's not on you. It's not on you. But grief has many faces, and one of them is guilt. And that's what I want to put with you, is that part of what's bringing you down is the what ifs. And even though it's really hard to accept, we need to accept that this has happened. We need to accept that, as Lois said, there is a future. And at the moment you're in that kind of in between state, be gentle with yourself, connect with your family, sit in a quiet space, light a candle, have a picture, just connect with them. But don't expect anything back, because bear in mind, not everyone has mediumistic connections. But saying that, over a period of time, if you're willing to do it on a regular basis, you will hear from the spirit world. It's a case of stilling the mind and bringing it through. What I do want to say is, chaos is comfort, and I'm more powerful than I'm ready to admit. Absolutely. Thing with chaos is some people thrive in chaos. I'm not, my room's not chaotic. It is quite chaotic, but it's orderly chaotic. But my life, I don't want chaos, because I don't like drama. I like things to be very clear cut. I like to know where I stand with people. And if I'm not fitting with them, then they can jog on. And if they're not fitting with me, they can jog on. But it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that in a nasty way. I'm just saying, like, just, we need to make those choices in life, and some people fit and some people don't. But what I do want to say to you is that there's so many people in the spirit world wanting to hold you up in this moment. I want to give you a pink rose, a single pink rose. And I also want to give you I want to give you the name or the word noni, or noni or nanny. I'm not sure quite what she's saying, but something along that line is making sense for you. So the second one we got is the Empress. So this is your personal power, my darling, we're talking about. You come from a lifeline of very, very connected people, so you might be able to connect instantly yourself. But there's a real feeling of sitting upright. There's a real feeling of being proud of who you are, and you must talk about her, because there's a feeling that you've put her in a book and put her in a drawer. And this is only metaphysical, it's not
Oh
physical.
my
You
Lord.
must talk about her as if she was there.
Oh,
Thank
Indigo,
you.
you know, when you were
Yeah.
saying to her about transition, the message that I was getting for her was, people that transition, they never die, they live on in our hearts. And there is this movie, it's an animated movie that I watch, but it's a Mexican thingy. And with the Mexican culture, where, like they believe that once you keep the person speaking, you talk about them, they never transition, they never fade away, they're always there. And that's the message I was getting to tell her. And also, when you touched on that not everybody has mediumistic skills. In some ways, we all do, but it's all about how perceptive we are. So I say something
Well,
to you.
yeah, it's stillness, isn't it? Everyone is a medium. Absolutely, everyone is, because we're all a conduit. But if
Um,
you're willing to sense the change in energy and the change in the vibrational energy, then yes. But it doesn't come from being a busy mind. Part of the mediumship journey is stilling the mind and understanding that it's not just your imagination, which is the biggest breakthrough, I think, for most mediums. Is like,
yup.
that's not my mind, but my mind is translating it, because it has to, for me to speak. Anyway, on that note, I think we're going to say lots of love, Brittany Montgomery. I've got a show later on my page. If anyone wants to join me on Indigo's Oracle, it's 7:30, I think. I've even got to check and see what time
Hello.
my show is. It's quite ridiculous.
I am
Um,
good.
let me just see what time my
No,
show is.
who's that? Hold on, just a minute. I think we have it delivered to the wrong address. Hold on. No, you have the wrong address.
That's A2, right?
82. No,
No, that's A.
yes, I think so. Oh,
Right,
this
give
has
me a
happened a lot
second.
since I've been here. But so to go before I go, just 30 seconds quickly.
Yeah.
Brittany, I'm keep hearing about the microwave. You see, whenever I hear the microwave ding, if you know you haven't put anything on it, go look at the numbers on it and look those numbers up. Alrighty, guys, we will see you all next week.
Let me
Namaste.
just see whether I can see what time I'm on. Facebook is such a problem today. Have you had a problem with it, Loy? I can't
Yeah,
see
it's
what
been
time I'm
glitching for
on.
me.
Yeah,